Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Hopefully pretty good. Plot twist it is, yeah. Alright, we were doing something in the lake. There's the thing in the lake. I was feeling it. I was exhausted last time I played. I'm pretty tired now, but I was dead by the end of last stream. And, it's a neat little game. The aesthetic, it's pretty cool. It's got a weird nod to, World of Horror, which, aesthetically, it kind of borrows from, just not quite as well. And a man reminiscing his past gets caught in a string of mysterious murders at an abandoned summer camp in eastern Poland.
What's in the lake, Billy?
So, the thing is, it looks good. I think, mechanically this is a small little game. It's just WADs, and we can open our inventory, which, honestly, I don't really understand this. So far we haven't found any reason to open our inventory, so, kind of a moot point, in my opinion. But, stamina meter, I didn't even see the ape there. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention, though. So there's not a lot to the story. There were a few different characters. Go over that real quick. But the big thing is, the weird problem with the game is each chapter you have a single life for, which is not, in theory, something I'm opposed to. But, this guy's fine. But there are some situations in which you're sort of thrust into a random encounter, and you don't really have enough time to react, and then you die, and then you have to restart the whole thing, which can get rough, for sure. But, so the story for this particular game here, again, this pickup here, pocket knife, no idea if that does anything. We haven't found it to do anything. There are a ton of items that you can collect that seemingly do nothing. But our goal right now is, I believe, to get to the island in the middle of the lake where we started the ritual with the last character. She was like a teen witch or something. Her whole shtick was, I want to get to the river, or the Mills Lake, and I want to do this ritual. Now's the time. There was another witch before, which, like back in the day, doesn't seem to be important. The story's very light. There's some weed killer here. We also don't know if this is important. It's possible there's some secrets, but there's no real way to interact with anything. I'm just gonna walk into it. The body parts of the girl are getting dark and swollen, and the fly larvae off the head. This will do just fine. So, presumably we need these for the ritual. Entering the familiar camp, you can't help but feel a little bit nostalgic for the good times you both have spent here. Now, I believe that we are supposed to be the zookeeper, the monkey trainer guy. The monkey is just a crazed ape. And Igor the Terrible was another, I guess, member of our troop? And, oh fuck. Did I miss a key? Fuck, I remember. Oh, fuck, okay. Oh, Ruka. Shit. Forget where the key was, but we should be. Oh, no, never mind. It's down a screen. That's right. Because there is a key to leave this campsite, which we found on the first character you play as. Some of the mechanics of the game, but we were straight fucked. That's my bad. But yeah, not too much story. And sort of the thing is, they slowly build each chapter a new mechanic. Now that we're in the end, we can run. You have to run away from the monkey. He's faster than you and will eventually catch you. And as you saw there, the monkey spawns at random, and he can spawn at any entrance, but also sometimes in a random part. But usually he's at an exit or entrance of the map. Walking into these tall reeds here will trigger Igor the Terrible. We don't know for sure that's who it is, but I think that's the implication. So you can see, like, right here, like, getting the monkey in a spot like this is very fucking difficult. Oh, there's also traps. I'll show you. There you go. There's some traps around. You have to move slow so you can see them. Yeah, so that's basically the game. I like it. I just think it's very punishing with the, like, some of the spawns. Like, I'm all for, like, oh, I made a mistake and I have to redo something. And then just how far you have to backtrack can be a little frustrating. But yeah, overall, like I said, I think this one's pretty good. It's a lot of fun. This was the thing I missed here. So potentially, no, we can move around. We're okay. We were almost screwed there. And I've had it before where you use your stamina. Stamina comes back really slowly, as you can see. But I've used my stamina to get away from the monkey, and then he spawned again on another screen. That's weird. There's most over here somewhere, and it said, oh, play the game, or maybe it, oh, here you go. Fairy Tale Circus. So we have to go through this. It's like a little hotel or something. The knock. Yeah, I was gonna say. Fuck me. That's my bad. I don't think I could have outran the monkey. There's just no other exit to that area close enough. Why do the graphics make you think this game is broken? Yep, they keep fucking up. And I think that's intentional. I don't know if it's supposed to be like spooky. Yeah, yeah. I said, I have no idea if this item even does anything. There are a ton of items that we've collected on characters that have had absolutely no use. Oh. See, you want to go fast because the checkpoints are so far back because you have to redo the whole level. But you don't want to run everywhere because then your stamina runs out. But if you're going too slow, then maybe the monkey spawns more frequently, but I don't know. And like I said, I do believe like a big thing is the crashing, like right there, like there was like a banging. I must have touched that reed, I don't think I did, but I must have done. But that knocking usually means the monkey's coming, but not always. And when the monkey spawns, it's a crapshoot. And I've had it spawn like right as you're walking through a door, which is kind of annoying. Let me see if we can squeeze through here. So the problem is, the exits here, here, and here. So if you get a monkey spawn there, see, there are some monkey spawns that just totally screw you. So if we make it all the way through here, we've collected some notes. The notes are like fun little blips of story that ultimately don't really matter. There's not a ton going on. But, shall head to the center island. This is a shitter room, too. If you have a spawn on it. Like, if you get over here and it spawns, kind of fucked. Things were good that time. Okay. Okay. Last time I had to spawn here and it really screwed me. Virtual site, add the torso. Needs left arm. Okay, we'll keep looking. But that is where the last girl, I guess, killed herself. She did some big ritual there though and kind of exploded. Or something. Oh, fuck you. I'm gonna be honest there, I know I must have hit that, but it did not feel like I hit that. The character's hitbox is not the character himself. It's like maybe half the character? I'm not sure. But you really feel it with the reeds, like you can see what I mean. I'm actually kind of fucked. Oh, we're okay. But, like, the character is a very odd hitbox. It reminds me a lot of, like, Toho. But in Toho, you can hit a button and see what your hitbox is. Here, I'm not exactly sure. Like, I don't know. Because the problem with this is you don't know. Is this the character's hitbox, just his feet? Or is all of this passable and this is impassable? You know what I mean? It looks like that might be the case. Maybe my whole hitbox is the... Oh, fuck. I'm not too sure. No, there's no continue, that's the problem. And each chapter gets longer than the last. So you need to collect everything, complete the level, without dying. Which is fine, it's just, as they get longer, it becomes more and more of a chore to keep going through the same spots, and, like, the gameplay is fine, but it, you know, it doesn't obviously get you very excited. Like, you know, it's like any horror game. Like, you have a chase scene, and it's like, oh, okay, there was a chase scene. It's maybe good the first time. Okay, we're fine. More continues with story mode enabled. Oh, I assume they just take like, some of the enemies out. But like right here, it looks like we shouldn't be able to go through, but kind of slide through that. We didn't find anything over there. Something up here, I don't know what, but something up here triggers the Igor. Part of me is now wondering if we have to go down. Because we need all the body parts. And somebody was kind of killed over here. Yeah, okay, right there, left leg. Interesting. That's where the friend of the guy in the third chapter or second chapter. I'm glad we went back. I assume if you do not get all the body parts, and you attempt to complete the ritual, it just shits the bed on you. This is not a good look. I don't know why that doesn't disappear after. Also don't, like what is this arrow? It's fine, I guess, but... Most peculiar. So the monkey's completely random, and the reeds trigger the serial killer. I don't know how you get the shovel and not die. Because this, like, Igor, like, picks up speed real fast. And also the traps trigger the serial killer. But if you hit a trap, like, it is game over. Technically one of the characters actually got killed over here. As well. Okay. I think... Is this where the witch's house was? No. Marked grave needs a shovel. I think we're fucked here. Okay, made it. So there's probably a secret if you get to the unmarked grave with the shovel. I'm gonna be honest, I have no fucking idea how you get the shovel without getting, like, murked. I mean, we may need it for this, though. But, like, shovel's here. Like, to escape, I guess, up here, or maybe far right is the way you run. But, like, this guy is tall grass, I need to remove. Oh, because we got the weed killer, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna go this way. It's very annoying that you couldn't use the weed killer anywhere else. And it doesn't even tell me that's what I did. Like, it doesn't say I used the weed killer. Did the pocket knife do that? I still have the pocket knife. Like, I don't... Like, again, I don't mind that mechanic. I just don't know what I did. You gotta be careful here for, yeah, traps. Like I say, I think this is great. And I would honestly... Okay, we have to do it for an arm. Gotcha. Like, no joke, I would play a whole game. If you had like a, I don't know, 3-4 hour long game or something. Based on, like this, but with more story. Because this game's kind of lacking. Yeah, let's check this one out. Nothing here, right? I don't know if that's a path over there, though. But yeah, I think we tried to go that way and we got monkeyed. Maybe this was the witch's house. No. Alright. Do some exploring, I guess. This, I believe, leads back up to where the unmarked grave was. Yeah. Like, I love this. Just give me, like, a couple more checkpoints. Yes, okay, so the witch was over here. If I remember. Probably... They say the strange lights appear over the witch's house at night. Seems even the ape is afraid of this place. And I remember we couldn't actually interact with this area at all the last time we came here, right? Okay. This is weird. You couldn't go this way before. This could be a secret. It's fun though. Aboard the mysterious spaceship, we're greeted by the captain, Xeno Orangutan. He explains that the Earth is in grave danger, but you still have a chance. Your ventures will continue in the thing in the stars. What? The fuck? So that we didn't even do the ritual. Oh shit. Alright, let's try it again. Like I said, that's why I had to put it up last night, because I was just exhausted and falling over my chair. And I was like, I know I can do this. If I sit down and I'm a little more calm and collected. Might have fucked myself, yeah. I knew it, I used too much stamina just running. We're okay though. Question. It's a war crime to execute an army of peasants if they attacked you first. Like, Like, are we talking medieval times and you're a lord? Then no. It's actually your de jure right. Which is kind of a fun thing. Like vampire. Sorry, I was saying a lot. I don't know. I'm already tired now, so maybe part of it. But vampire masquerade. Fuck, we're dead. I can't let this go. Well, yeah, we're fine. But Vampire the Masquerade, but specifically Vampire Dark Ages. There were just so many amazing moments, like actually getting to explore with roleplay, like living in those times. Very interesting. I would definitely say it's not a role-playing setting for people that are not major history buffs, because Vampire is a game that requires you to be like pretty grounded. So, you know, knowing how things go down, as it were. So there's also another note here. So we're gonna ignore it for now. Oh, we are fucked, I think. That's fine. I was gonna say, there is another note. Across the water. We haven't figured out how to get there. Not sure you can, mind you, but I want to know. Yeah, see, like, this isn't our hitbox, and yet sometimes it is. Very confused by that. As you can imagine. Please no monkey. Okay. Also, please no monkey. Okay. If we get monkey now, we're fucked. Yep, there he is. Ape escape. You little fucker. Come on, you though. Playing humankind. Nice. How is humankind? I don't know. Civilization, to me, peaked at 4. I'd say 4. But I still really enjoyed 5. And then after that, it's kind of hard to say because I got less and less free time, right? So, you know, Civilization is a game that requires a lot of free time to get into it, to enjoy it, and especially to play it. It's kind of annoying. But, yeah, Humankind, I don't know, I didn't immediately bite me. That part's interesting, though. Playing this actually really makes me want to revisit, like, see if there's more to it, or an update, or some such, or yada yada. The Spooky Night at the Museum game? Everyone knows what I mean. I forget what it's called, but it was very similar to, like, Fishing Trip, which is definitely one of our, like, top 10, I think. We had a lot of fun with Fishing Trip. Oh, I'm fucked! Oh, that was my bad. I slipped there. But it was the one that looked like a Game Boy game. But it was a point-and-click adventure mixed with horror. I would love to see if there was more of that. It's driving me nuts, I can't remember what it was called. So that was my bad. You can avoid the monkey there, I've done it. I just used too much stamina the wrong way. It's very peculiar the way your character moves. He runs very slow left to right, but very fast up to down. We're gonna get monkeyed here. It's gonna suck. So there is a reason for that, if anyone should be so curious. It's because back in the day, well, even still now, like widescreen is a thing, but resolutions tend to be more pixels right than up. Like more left to right than up to down, sorry. Even if they don't look it. So you end up with some pretty weird things. Where if you base everything on speed based on a tile set, tiles left to right have more value. Oh, did I really hit that? Wow. It must have, though. I must have clipped it. But there's more value left to right than up to down. So it tends to feel like you're going slower. A lot of weird, janky stuff you can do in games. Why diagonal movement tends to be like superior to pure speed. Problem is, and I don't know if this is a me thing, or it's just always been like that, but I personally have never been able to yeah, no, it's, I don't know. I cannot up and left. I can now, and you're seeing that, but if I do shift up and left, like shift any other direction combination works, but shift up and left, which in this case is A and W, no, it never works. Oh, you fucker. Maybe boned here, folks. Man, we took advantage of diagonal movement. No, it wasn't Lamentum, although we do need to play the Lamentum. Endless Legends is pretty cool, yeah. I don't think Endless Legends is like a perfect game, but it shook up the mold, so I really appreciate it for that. Honestly, I was a huge fan of the Endless Company. Endless Dungeons is just incredible. But, like, Endless Space was really pretty good. I'd give it like a solid like 7 out of 10. It's definitely like what you would expect, but because it stood on the shoulders of giants kind of thing, it ended up underperforming in my opinion. You know, some people may have different opinions. I heard Endless Space 2 was good, or you know, maybe even better. But yeah, they'd sold out the Sega at that point, so I haven't checked them out since. Yeah, I still don't know how to get that other note, but I'm not worrying about it because right now I'm focusing on the current New Year's resolution, which is get all these fucking body pieces and not die. We've got this. I think I forgot to get this last time, so I died anyway. I went for the shovel, but I hadn't got this piece here. Now, nothing pauses you in this game. I've died looking at notes. That, in my opinion, is a bit of a problem. Opening your inventory and having the enemies still chase you, acceptable. We're missing... Torso is at the site, the ritual site. So we're really only missing 2 limbs. Dig one up. I don't know where the other one is. Can't remember anyway. 1 second, folks. Saying the bats are real bad. So she's just going to bed. She's tired of dealing with them shits. Fair enough. Yeah, well, the AI... Oh. So this is... So why did that happen? Was that I just wasn't close enough to the reeds? Like, why did I only cut the corner there? Like... So here's the weird but also very annoying thing about that. Because this is a game that has an inventory but doesn't... There's no way for me to know what it was that had that interaction, right? I don't know if it's a pocket knife, I don't know if it's a weed killer. The item doesn't get used up from my inventory, it doesn't tell me use X on Y. So I don't know... Is it a consumable thing? Was it just a bug? Hey, Cuddly Snail. This is the hardest Dread X game? Question mark? You mean like Dread X Collection 2, or this one specifically? I don't necessarily know if I'd say it's the hardest. Because I haven't played them all. So, that's why I would lean off of that. It's certainly got some problems that make it difficult. Very punishing. Specifically this... Okay, this one in Dread X2, yeah. I mean, technically... I don't know if I beat it, because I got a UFO ending. Which was kind of fun. But I think that was an Easter egg. I don't think that's how I was actually supposed to beat this. So now I'm not sure if I have to beat it properly, air quotes. I still don't... Yeah, I don't know how to get that other note. I guess we could look at it. No harm in just taking a peek, I think. I could have sworn there was a trap somewhere here, but I guess not. See, there's a path back here. Like, this is the only note we're missing. I don't know how I'm supposed to get that, though. It could be draining the lake, like, reopens that, and you have to head over or something. I don't know if we drain the lake. I don't know what the ritual does exactly. I assume it's not a recipe for peach cobbler. Although you could definitely make a cobbler out of a corpse. Still don't know if there's any reason to get the diamond. Yeah, I just... Lack of feedback and the fact there's so many items that are just useless does make this a little more challenging, I suppose. But at least I'm enjoying it. I guess, I don't know, because in my head, like, you say, like, the hardest, like, Dread X game, I think Car Tank, which was in Dread X 1. But Car Tank wasn't actually difficult, I suppose. It was just bullshit. And it made no sense, and you had no idea what you were doing, and you couldn't see anything. But once you got past that, like, the AI is just terrible, so... It was pretty easy to actually complete. I had a feeling we were getting the ape. But I was like, eh, maybe not. I feel like most of the games have been pretty easy. And this one specifically. And that was the thing too, with Dread X 1, I really wanted more of that weird... That game where you play as a scientist man who goes to work and kind of hates his job and everything's regular and he messes with like chemicals and people's brain compositions. I was like the build-up was kind of weird, but like once we got into it, I was like, yes, please give me more of like this interesting like puzzle system, but they were like, no, it's a demo that you paid money for. I was like, oh, okay. Cool. Ah, here we go. Here's the other egg. So we get this, we dig up the body, and I think that's it. I think that's all we need for the ritual. The other character needed chalk and candles, which is very high fashion for the paranormal expert. I would love to have me some chalk and candles. A fancy tarot deck. But alas. Okay, so I have been monkeyed here before. It's not great. This must be enough. Begin chanting as the hooded figure appears from one side of the island and the orangutan from the other side. Suddenly you see movement underwater. Finally, oh, that's awesome looking. Finally, we'll be together again. This body is perfect. My dear husband. For all these years, my family's finally together. With Igor, Iwa, and or Ava, I think, because it's Polish, and our dearest Bobo, we can restart the circus. Argentina sounds nice. Ending A. Interesting. Okay, so now we do speedrun strats. All we want to do is find out how to get that note. That's it. Now, it looked like there was a path from above. I'm wondering if there's a secret path somewhere here. We're gonna get monkeyed at some point, and I am gonna get upset. Son of a bitch monkey. I don't know if you need the cursor, but it it helps. I wonder if there's a way to get a boat here to get up to it, right? As far as I can tell, you can't get up that way. Yeah, because it would be up here, but this is the shore. Yeah, okay, well, we'll just call it. I beat it, technically, which is the important part. I just still want to know how you get that last note, but none of the notes were overly pertinent anyway. So that's fine. Forget the name of the one, Dread X1, where you go to the party, no one walks there in the pipe. Oh. Yeah, there's also the really shitty one. So here's my thoughts. I would say the Dread X Collection 1 and 2. Tech demo or not, you got put in a fucking game. Like, there's no excuse. I'll say that every fucking time. But Dread X 1 and 2, I would say 6... How many games are there? 12 in each? So we'll say like 7 of the games are just complete shit. The other ones, you know, you get some good ones and then you get some weird ones. And I like both of those things. And a shit one with a fun story or a fun mechanic can win me over, right? Like this one here had Toy Shop. Toy Shop looks like shit. The actual graphics, not good. The gameplay, not great. There were a few frustrating parts. But, like, it was fun enough. It did some, like, weird, unique things. But the story was, like, really kind of fun. So I really enjoyed that. That was fun. This one was terrible, actually. Speaking of, like, really short ones that no effort was put into. Anyway, Diving Bell? Or, what's my other key? Charlotte's Exile. This looks like a weird one. Charlotte's Exile by John Szymanski. Charlotte's gone missing. The last hope of her embrace lies with an old note written in an ancient language. You got me. What? No, I love Toy Shop. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I was enthralled by Toy Shop. I really enjoyed. And I clipped through the map and I had to like go all the way back through the game, like speedrun it to get to the end again. Like right when I was being chased by like the robots, kind of by the end. No, I really like Toy Shop. It's cool. Sucker for Love was great. That was fucking awful because it was made by what the fuck? What's the name of it? Chart, oh, whatever. The one I hate from the first, the Egyptian one. Touched by an Outer God, really good. Scroll Stapler, no. Solipsis, no, but Mimi. Yeah, Thing in the Lake was good enough. So we got Arcade Ultra. It was alright. I liked that, kind of. Wasn't like amazing, but it was fun enough. But yeah. Let's get back. Where are we here? Sorry, I've gone past it a few times. Charlotte's Exile. Story's good, but doesn't really make it up for you. The gameplay wasn't bad enough to take me out of the story. It is such an interesting story that, like, people don't really touch on. It's actually very similar to the first Dread X. What's the game called? It was something, not Scum, but something like that. It's the one where you're kind of like in a hallucinogenic, post-apocalyptic internet, like a kind of like a metaverse idea, and it's got all the bugs everywhere. Same thing where like the gameplay was like, oh, okay. Don't like stapling scrolls to Corpse Wife? I loved stapling scrolls to Corpse Wife day 1 and 2. I was very into it. But then I was like, oh, this is the game. And it's... yeah. Anyway. Start options and thanks.
My beloved Charlotte. The woman that had become as much
fuck?
a part of me as I was of myself. She had always been ravenous in studying the ancient texts left of the Eldritch gods. I didn't understand what she told me about her studies, but I supported her as best I could.
Can you hear this guy? He's really quiet. I can just read it to you anyways. The woman that had become as much a part of me as I was myself. Very much feel that way with Kaylin. She had always been ravenous in studying the ancient texts of the Eldritch gods. I didn't understand what she told me about her studies, but I supported her as best I could. Oh, you can hear fine? That's good. Shatter, yes.
And then,
Perfect.
one day, she began to talk of such things as saving our realm from the incoming evil and being infested by an approaching darkness.
As they
I
do.
woke the next morning and she was gone. A note left to me only contained the words, I have been banished to the ancient realm. It is for the best.
I do think it's weird that everything else is kind of like normal text, but the A's are like fucking insane. Wowza.
Distraught and searching for anything I could do to bring her back, I sought the help of a miser high in the mountains. He showed me but one hope, a torn scrap of ancient text describing the process of recapturing the essence of a loved one from the dark pits of that shadowy place.
Yeah.
Torn and ragged, it was written in an eldritch language long forgotten by our culture, known only to those who had contact with the eldritch gods themselves. I snatched the scrap from the old man and brought it to the great library. I thought I could use the texts written there to decode the alphabet of the ancient language, so I could know the secrets written on the scrap of paper and bring her back to me. In the library, then, is where my story begins.
So what time is this? Because Alexandria burned down a billion years ago. Ooh. Well. This. Is it spoilers if I tell you what that is? It's probably spoilers. We'll just leave it. But just know Lovecraft's involved. Okay. So we have Yota Trihu. Also, I already love the cut of this jib. Okay. Oh. Oh? Okay. See, this symbol's not on it. I see. It's kind of fun. Oh. Oh, super fun. Gotcha. So I have to translate this thing. Interesting. Eldritch beings. Now, I assume this is not a one-for-one translation, right? That would be crazy talk.
There's my first clue. I should jot that down.
I see. So A is an upside down A. Make it easier. Alright, that's kind of fun. So A. Cthulhu. Yes. There's no wrong way to say Cthulhu. Don't worry about it, kids. Cthulhu, the dark being. Feared by all, Cthulhu causes the subconscious feelings of anxiety felt by generation to generation. Currently slumbers in the ancient realm, although it is thought he could return someday. His name was lengthened when translated by the Old English scribes, adding ul in the middle to visually describe his prominence in the ancient texts. So that's a C then. It's V. Hold space to look up. Oh, that's kind of neat. I like that. So T and U. T. And U is a key. Okay. Well, that's stuff anyway. Yes, the Eye of Nyarlathotep. Servant that carries out duties in Nyarlathotep's absence. It is a being that stays in shadows, whose goal is to see the return of its master. It will stalk towards any creature slowly and quietly if it knows that Nyarlathotep's return is being threatened. It is seen when closing on its goal, whatever that may be. Seems to, if it is seen, it seems to retreat. If it's close, look at it. Well, is that it there? Maybe. Yeah, that's him. Little cutie pie. Okay, so I have to keep looking up. That's kind of fun. Massive rats. Yes. True, true. Oh, he's gone. Okay, so this is like Five Nights at Freddy's. That's interesting. Bunch of rats stuck together with glue. Sure. Mentioned only once in ancient texts, horrific for no reason as much as simply being sorta gross. Red describes it as being no shape in all shapes, no order, but all beauty. Instead of true horror and magnificence, the true definition... Hey, Pepe, get out of here. Come on. I just have to watch it, right? And it goes away. That's what it said. Oh, that's fun. I can interact with stuff while I watch it. Come on. Fuck off. If it is seen when closing on its goal, it seems to retreat. I can wait all day, bud. close look at it. I'm looking. I cannot look more at it. Okay. The true definition of a blank a... Do I know what that symbol is yet? Slash line, no. But it's something a ... True definition of a ball. Maybe ball or maybe mass? One can construct a rat mass at home with proper supplies, like glue liberally. So this could be mass. Because do we already know T? We already know T. Definition of an ass. Okay. I'm just gonna hold this up. Sorry for being annoying, folks. Just get out my little pen and paper. So M and S, not sure. Okay, we're not 100% on M and S here. Yeah. M. Hello, little peepus. Get the shit balls out of here, man. Okay. The Gobageg. I think these have Chthonians, I believe is the word for these. Pillar of melting flesh spouting from the earth. Gobageg appeared only once before being banished quickly by the thing. The earthquake it caused in its short time on Earth brought many civilizations to their knees. Okay. Causing a large rift between those affected and the few nations who were not. There's no known way to be resummoned. Yeah, this sounds like a massive Chthonian. 340. Oh, is this ticking? Okay, so we're on a timer, because the Hound of Tyndalos is not going to fuck around. The Hound of Tyndalos literally runs through time to kill you. Very cool. So it's not quite Hound and not quite Being. The Hounds are thought to be too horrific to describe. They're a being that exists only in time and manifests through space to follow its prey. Said the Hounds are not the only object, right, to exist in time, and that even the words themselves seem to be communicated through the realm that the Hounds inhabit. Yep, the Nopka, yeah. Okay, so D. Oh, hello. Anyway, that's what D looks like. We're getting some M space DD. Can I pause this? Okay, cool. Be right back, folks. Nice being here, but you're gonna go? Oh, thanks, Cuddly Snail. It's nice having you, dude. Always fun to have a little chat. I'm gonna be right back, though. Sorry, just get a little more water. And we'll continue solving this puzzle, of which I may have spent a little bit too much time fucking around. Because that Hound of Tyndalos is coming. Oh, sorry about the wait, folks. I'm back. So the only problem here is there's not many words that end in DD. Oh, no, it's not. So it's middle. Is this word most likely? Muddle? Middle? I would say that's pretty fair to assume. At the very least, we can assume that's LE. So... Problem is, I don't know where that is on this fucking thing. Bit of a mess. Maybe we don't mess with it. Okay. I guess easy way is do them one at a time until I see it appear there. That's a bit cheaty, though. Let's not. The Clock of Tyndalos. C-L-O-C-K? No. H-O-U-N-D? Maybe. The artifact itself stolen from the artifact stolen from time itself. The clock displays different messages caught in time depending on where its hands lay. Messages it shows are never ordered, instead appearing as a string of letters to be sorted out by those that observe them. Remember that adjusting its hands creates an altogether new connections from time and space. Interesting. Ah. Well, we don't want to do 340. That's important. This is nice. Honestly, if you have recommendations for games like this, like the puzzly games, so this we would have to do. No, I don't know. But M is the first one. M. Oh shit. M we know to be. Did I undo M? Oh, fuck. Oh, M is grassroot, yeah. So M's the first one. Okay. The ancient box. Taken from the depths of the ocean, this box contains a secret known only to the ones that hid it. Ancient texts describe the way to open it as being thrown into streams of time. Okay, time. To keep its secrets safe from eldritch monsters. Traditions hold the box can be opened through the use of a single word, although many have tried and been unable. It's kind of cool. Thing appearing in the arch is this guy here, the Eye of Nalarta. Sorry, Nalarta tip. No. Nyarlathotep. Sorry, I don't know why I was saying it wrong. That's okay. If he gets too close, we have to look at him. He's like our Freddy Fazbear of this game or something. The Eldritch Board, used for banishment and summoning of creatures from ancient realms to the human realm back. The Eldritch Board is developed as a way to dispel the ancient horrors. Combinations used to conduct these acts have been slowly lost over time. The scraps of combinations written in the ancient alphabet still exist. There he was there, see? Okay. So B is this. This one. That's B. So we know it wasn't ball. So it likely was mass then. So that's good. But I've really been wanting to like replay, or not replay, but I guess like I played Myst and stuff like that when I was young, and I couldn't really beat it, but I kind of fumbled my way through some of the stuff. But I wanted to like redo because I love these puzzle games. Star Spawn of Cthulhu. An elder civilization. These beings seem to be made neither of matter nor energy. A handful of scripts exist detailing encounters with Starspawn, changing from its own to a different shape and back again. Possibly even into non-creature forms. It's unclear what connection they share with Cthulhu except adorant worshippers. Yeah, Tsagua, the toad god. Very cool. Tsagua slumbers in the ancient realm, oozing small toads out of its pores. It is recorded that these smaller toads either explode after a few moments or cross the dimensionary path to the human realm. They take the form of a wild bear and then explode. Bear or boar? Maybe bear, I don't know. The chunks of these toad bears, bears, can be reassembled to make clever gifts for parties or other get-togethers. No, yeah, you absolutely can. The problem is I can't guess. Like I can't really decipher on here. So it's very difficult for me to guess where these words are. A Shoggoth, yep. Blob-like beings that can envelop creature and non-creature alike. The Shoggoth possess incredible speed and immense cold. Slow and become more puddle-like in warmth. Early manuscripts seem to view the Shoggoth as a harmless creature, sometimes even shortening the name and adding an I at the end. S-H-O-G. S-H-O... Like Shoggy, I guess is what it would be, right? Shuggy. So, I is this. G is this thing. Ah. S is S, yeah, we already knew that. H is O is an E. And back in my day, we had to like fucking manually write all this stuff out in the butt. So we don't have E yet. So E is, I don't fucking know, somewhere up there. Rubber Ducky. Ducky, Eldritch Duck. Ducky has become an Eldritch being somehow and is just living it up. Instead of bringing terror to everyone, Ducky's used his Eldritch powers to make sure everyone has a really nice day and insists you take a break to eat a sandwich. Ducky would also like you to know that this means quack. Okay, well, that's very nice of you, Ducky. So you, barbed key. Already knew. A we know. C, no. And K we didn't. Ducky's true pal, yeah. So ran to Goth, or Rill. Sure. A big bug god. Ran to Goth, decided to slumber under the ocean near Australia. Which is unfortunate because it also drowned. That's also where Cthulhu plays. Relay is somewhere near Australia. Rentagoth is the biggest, deadest bug in the whole wide world. Excerpt. Blank is decomposing. Oh, Rill. Oh, okay. So now we know what R. This one is R. Y. thing is, if I die, I'm just gonna get annoyed. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's something. Okay. So we did pretty good for a lot of our guessing anyway. So F is that. Hi. Line with a dot. Here you go. Well, bugs. Started as a handful of bugs that were found in a small village. One by one, more bugs collected in the center, forming a larger and larger mound that only continued to grow. To avoid the eventual takeover of the world, the bugs were contained in a lead bucket with a lid. Nobody knows what horrors would be found if the bugs were exposed.
Infested? Could this have been written by Charlotte?
Yeah, this is Nyarlathotep. King in yellow. Call him. Causer of deceit and confusion, the largest eldritch threat to humanity. Debatable. It is common for Nyarlathotep to infest the body of a human and control them for its own motives. Where Nyarlathotep is at the moment is unknown. However, if it's taken someone as its host, banishment of that individual to the ancient realm is the only way to stop it from shrouding our consciousness in its eventual darkness. Okay. So we can now ELDRITTH. That's not right. So we know those are both F. Right? No, it's this one. S. SS. So D. DA, I think. Yeah, DA. R. Oh, darkness. Dark. S. Just make sure we know what all these are. D. A. R. K. N? We don't know N yet. So N is that. This, no. D-A-R-K-N. Oh, I feel like we already know what that fucking thing. That's K. D-A-R. Doesn't work. So it's not darkness. D. A. Space K. Space SS. So we don't know what he is either. Okay. That could be good. DAR. Don't know what that is either. Interesting. Okay. We know this one. This one here. So L. L. I. I think we don't know that one, right? Yeah, we don't. So L-I blank. We don't know this one either, I don't think. Oh no, okay, that's G. So L-I blank G. another blank, blank, R, S, Li blank G blank RS. See if I can read this. Resummoning allowed. Out from the ancient realm. Begin with the middle four. So we know this second thing is E, so this is E. Fucker. Sorry, I was just waiting for that to pop. So, okay. So resummoning. Do we know N already? No. Summoning. Oh, a loved one. Ooh. Ooh. That's fun. So ALOVE. Now. Summoning. This is A. LOVED. Yeah. LOV. The V is teardrop thing. Summoning a loved one from the ancient realm. Begin with the middle four. Okay. Oh, we know what some of these words are anyway. What were we looking for here? LIE? Oh no, sorry, that was N. Lingers? Okay, so something lingers. And this we know now is E. EAR. And no, they misspelled it. I fucking knew it. They did Darnkess. But it should be Darkness Lingers. Okay. Anyway, that's fine. So, we don't know what this word's supposed to be. What can we spell here? M. We have A. We have E. MAE. N. Let's try this. MAEN. D. Oh, demon? Is it O then? No, that's O. What's this? Dots, line, slash, slash. Thing. S. I think this is E, isn't it? Yeah. So MAENDS. Maiden? No. So. Name? No. Starts with M. We know it starts with M. Okay. So M. Our other letters are A, E, N, D, and S. M, A. Means? I don't know what that means. Does that mean anything? M, E, A. M, E, A. Oh, fuck. M, E, A. Fuck. D was that one. Okay. S is which one? Yeah, okay, I did that right. Now, there could be double letters. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 letters. So, it's actually going to use one of them twice, at least. Wonder if the babies are a clue. Amends? No, it has to start with M though, right? Fucker. Okay, so we do have the other puzzle though. We have this guy, the Hounds of Tindalos, but I don't know how to unsummon him is the problem? Any other M words here? Oh, there's middle. I thought middle was gonna... Oh, species? It's all words that are concrete. Oh, here you go. SDNAEMS. We can try that. Unless we need to... This is... Oh, madness. M-A-D... I think the game just froze. What the fuck? Literally, my computer literally just exploded. Okay, shitballs. Hello? We can't take that out, of course. That's really annoying. Like, my computer had a fucking shard attack. You're reading this, a loved one has been infested with the soul in a Latsatep and banished to the ancient realm. Spelling error. Here's the problem. When you do a game like this, and it's all about translating a text with a cipher, that is fine. I like that. That is fun. You must fucking spell correctly. The darkness thing almost made this impossible. Like, misspelling darkness there almost fucked the whole thing up. Anyway. This has traditionally been a hopeless loss of someone special. However, I have done much research of the ancient texts and believe I have found... See, I spelled fucking believe wrong, too. I have found something important that I must hide so it cannot be undone by the evil beings. Bringing your loved one back can be done with the use of the Eldritch Board. Okay. Doing so will also bring the soul of Nyarlathotep with them, and the world will fall into chaos. See, so that sounds bad. However, were the first and last steps of the board sequence switched? I have reason to believe this will split the souls apart and bring your loved one back without the darkness. Right, use this information with the immense caution, as if I'm wrong, humanity as we know it would cease. Okay, not what I would consider overly helpful. This is all information we summated. Okay. There's another part that needed translating. That means quack. What the fuck? Is this the last game in the series? No. Switch the first and last steps of the board. Yeah. I don't know, is this thing just gone now? So if I... See, I'm a bit confused, though. Because your last tap... Never mind. No, I'm here. Let's confirm something. Anyway. A bit confused by that. Okay, so somewhere here there were things we didn't translate. I don't know if that thing's just gone now that I've made the bang or what. Was this the only part that had the text there? Yeah, okay. Okay, so resummoning a loved one from the ancient realm begins with... Oh, we know it's not that one. Not that one. No, it's not that one. I don't even know where the fuck thing was. Okay, yeah. With the middle for... I assume P. Press, okay. Top, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's all we need anyway. So, we're summoning a loved one from the ancient realm. Begin with the middle 4. Press the top 2 corners. Then press those right beneath. Mark the lowest row. And save the rightmost, which will be the last press. The sides remaining. And then those in the upper row. Press the final node. Okay. But this said to first and last steps of the board sequence switch. Okay. So we do not do that. press the final node, which is lowest row and the rightmost. Okay. Now we continue. Right. The middle 4. What's the top 2 corners? First and last steps switched. Okay. Press those right beneath. Oh. Yep. Mark the lowest row. Then the sides. Top 2 corners of the middle 4. Yeah. Maybe they just meant the middle in general. If we do this. 2, 3. Technically it would be this way. The first and the last steps of the board sequence switched. We start with, begin with the middle 4. Final node shouldn't be on the bottom. No, mark the lowest row and save the rightmost, which will be the last press. Press the final note. Yeah, like, if you're bringing him back, this is the final piece. I don't know where the little shit went. Begin with the middle 4. Right. Press the top 2 corners. Then those right beneath. So press the middle 4, press the top 2, so the bottom 2 we press now. Mark the lowest row, save the rightmost. Okay. Our lowest row. Press the sides remaining and those in the upper row. Oh, honestly, it could have been this. Like maybe I was supposed to do sides? I assumed sides were these pieces though. So we know he's last. Maybe if we just leave one of these. Right? So, because in my head I'm pushing this one first, so maybe we do this. I mean, we know how to finish it wrong. We could try finishing it wrong and see that we're doing it right. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so obviously we're not doing it right. Okay. Begin with the middle 4. Press the top 2 corners. It's those right beneath. Oh, you know what? Honestly? Okay, hang on. Right beneath and mark the lowest row on the right. Okay, this may be the way you're supposed to do it. Okay. So, it may be mark the middle 4, then the top 2 corners. May be what it means. Then press those right beneath, which would be these 2. Mark the lowest row. Yeah. Okay, mark the lowest row and save the rightmost, which will be the last press. The last. So we mark all these, then everything, then that. Okay. So let's do it wrong. Right? So this first. Now we do upper corners, the ones beneath. Bottom row. Sides remaining, then the middle four.
Charlotte, the woman I love. She stood before me exactly as I remembered her. No longer did she have a beast inside her. The ancient split had given her back.
Again, in games where you're doing a cipher, punctuation is very important. There should have been a period denoting that step 1, step 2. But that's okay, we got there.
I grabbed her hand and led her outside the library. We stood together in the moonlight. No words were shared with each other, but no words were needed.
Technically, this is a double V, but I hate it.
All was right.
Aww. Now we're going to speedrun getting Nyarlathotep in here. Restart with full journal. That's chill. Thanks. That sign there, I want to say it's the sign of Hester, which is the king in yellow. It is. Sure. Okay. That's fine. Anyway, so start with these. Top 2, next 2, bottom row, sides remaining, go. Yeah, let's try it again. Start with middle, top 2. Yeah, then it's the ones underneath. Mark these. Sides remaining, go. Hooray! Our Lord and Master.
In a moment, the ritual was completed. But something was wrong. Charlotte appeared in front of me, but I saw so clearly that she was not who I remembered her to be. There was a beast inside her, something horrible, dark. Nyarlathotep had taken form in my love, and I had unleashed it back into the world. With a cry of horror, I hid my face, but it was no use. Nyarlathotep enveloped me, using my soul to fill the gap that was left in the ancient realm. There was nothing to stop Nyarlathotep from destroying our realm. Darkness enshrouded the human world.
Nice.
I had brought about the new reign of the ancient gods.
Nice. That's fun. Yeah, I like little puzzly games. Chill with that, chill with that. Oh, there was a thing. Whoops. I don't know what it was, but probably nothing. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I do love puzzlies. Get you guys back. Nobody panic. Okay, you should maybe still have a black screen. My apologies.
Have you bothered to question any of it? You know, was any of the stuff I told you true? Or was it all part of the process? You
I don't know, I still got a game left.
Did we really never test this before? Would I go through all the trouble of dragging one subject out of the jaws of oblivion to test the theory in this place? Or is it just part of the reconditioning? Am I just feeding you a narrative to help you recontextualize your existence? Is that what cures the cognitovirus? I mean, listen, you'll never really know. As far as you know, it's all true. Or it's all lies. Or it can be both. You know, just because something not true. All that matters is what you know, the conclusions you come to. That's reality. At least, that's as real as anything is ever gonna get.
Yeah, pretty neat. We still got one more game, though. Hooray. And now I can read the whole comic to you guys.
I didn't really have an
Oh,
end
nice. I'll
game in
read it
mind.
to...
I just knew that I was fucking done. This was the last time.
Oh yeah, I
I
forgot the
drove
voice acting.
4 hours to Flagstaff. It wasn't much as far as plans go, but at least I was certain of it. Just keep my engine running and the wheels straight. That's all there was to it. I wouldn't turn around. Not this time. After that, I'd figure it out. On my grave, nothing could get me to go back. Not this time. Not even the sky falling down. And then it did. All at once, it just turned on. There was no build or warning. One moment, it was a typical frigid desert night, and then it wasn't. It was so bright that I nearly ran off the road. But not like the daytime kind. It was like a trillion neon signs packed too close together, all being lit up at once.
I mean, that's how all light looks to me. Blech. Hate it.
It's weird how quickly you calm down after something shakes your whole world. Here I was, confronted with cosmic shapes filling the sky, shifting and swirling and dancing in ways that makes your mind fold in on itself. But it wasn't long before I was just wondering if the sudden stop had fucked up my tires. Hell, people were pissed when I called to check in on them. Why the fuck are you calling at 3 a.m.? I just told them to look up. That's what I keep coming back to. The return to normal. The sky was on fire with God knows what, and I actually drove 3 miles to the next turnoff to get back on the southbound freeway. Because crossing over the middle was illegal at 3 a.m. with no other cars for miles, with the sky on fire. I was trying to call the entire time. I hadn't called Mom yet to let her know I was going back to check on you. Whatever. It's not like I was staying. Alive, dead, somewhere in between. I just needed to know. I didn't want to spend the rest of my life wondering. So I kept calling. And my phone died. Emptied by my persistence. A little reminder that this wasn't all just a dream. Normal. The old normal? Driving along the flat and endless highway. Sun crawling through the sky. The new normal. Driving along the flat and endless highway. Sun crawling through the sky. I was wondering if I could see it when it came up with all the other lights. Still could. The sun was the same. But the road, it wasn't so straight anymore. Maybe it wasn't any less straight. I don't think I even turned my wheel. But I kept driving by places I had never seen before. This is a road I had driven 100 times for more years than I care to admit. But I'd never seen that avocado stand before. Or that gas station right off the highway. Hell, do they even have those roadside gas stations anymore? Complete with a banjo playing local in his blue overalls, strumming along next to his old dog? Was this road always 4 lanes? Or did it used to be 3? I think it was always 4. It's funny how you might know something like that, but not really know it. I couldn't tell if the mountains used to always be there. I could have sworn I used to drive at night because I didn't want the sunset to blind me. But when Wouldn't the mountains have covered that? The way the hills would roll forever, little buildings jutting up at random peaks and valleys. Was it always that way? I came across a little gas station sometime later. One of those little wooden shacks with a mesh door straight out of a cheesy horror flick. It was old, impossibly old, like no card readers on the pumps old. No one around to help. The windows to the station were so caked with dust that I doubt anyone inside would even know I was here. Walking up to the door, I was met with the strangest odor. It was like a peppermint Christmas flambe covered with jet fuel. I couldn't tell if I wanted to vomit or dance. Opening the door, the smell became overwhelming. But I was somehow okay with it. It was like taking a bite of cake that's just too sweet, but you keep eating it anyways. The inside? Well, it wasn't a gas station at all. It was filled wall to wall with paintings. There didn't seem to be any consistency in the styles other than that they were all off. Not surreal or even dadaistic randomness. It wasn't uncanny or frightening, and yet it was deeply unsettling. But it wasn't trying to be. It just was. Whatever that indescribable quality, the paintings kept getting more so that, even without words to describe it, my mind could tell it was there, slowly being perfected. And that drew me further in, down a long and endless chasm narrowing into infinity, until I found them, hunched in front of a blank canvas. They were weeping, laughing. It was both. It turned to me as I approached. I wanted to paint a face that never existed in a color we've never seen. It was choking back tears. It grinned with a wild abandon. The eyes were clawed out of its head. And yet, it saw me. It knew my shocked reaction. Eyes were getting in the way. But now I have seen. Now I can see. Now I know. It looked at me, locking eyes. Then it blinked, and it was gone. I turned. I was never more than 10 steps from the door. I walked back to my car and took the nozzle out of the intake. It didn't really matter. I didn't have far to go. I could just walk. So I did. I was already home. I just hadn't realized it before. You greeted me at the door. You missed me. You were terrified. I couldn't find you anywhere. You were furious. You were dead. I never left. Never came back. I killed you. We fucked like rabbits before we met. I was in love when I kissed you. I left because I hurt you. We never moved in. I never loved you. I understand now. We'll always be together. I will always be without you. That is just one me. Infinity of that one. There are countless countless others, an endless fountain of infinity. I'm still learning. But now you're dead. You never really were alive. But that is you. Only endlessness awaits me.
Man, the fact you have to beat like every game or unlock every game to unlock these comics, not good. Bad comic. And absolutely terrible voice acting. And I don't know why it just kept getting quieter and quieter. I don't know if that was just supposed to be her being defeated, but holy fuck, that was bad. I am sorry, everybody. Oh. Yikes. So that's not good. Not good. Underbell, though. Or what's it called? The burning bell? The diving bell. I don't know how. Every time I call it something different. You know, we'll see. Could be long, could be short. We're going to fire this up. We're going to give it 15 minutes to get a feel. Barely understand what happened? Nothing. It was just poorly written. But we'll just get a taste for this game. And if it seems like it's going to be short, we'll crush it. If it seems like it's going to be long, we'll call it and pick it up tomorrow. Bathysphere Labs. Hang on, let me regain capture. Are the other DreadX games also of dubious quality? There's something like fun though, right? They're playing a bunch of creepy, bossy, fun sort of stuff. Okay, this looks like a short shitter. We have 5 AA pills, 80. Interact left button, hide, left control, type any key. Okay. This is Five Nights at Freddy's under the water. Settings? Type assist? Whatever. Personnel? Oh, okay. Sure. Begin my report. Land Research Base Emergency Report. December 22nd, 1993. Press any key to continue. Uh-oh. Help. I'm a computer. Thos Gregory. Base state is critical. Personnel involved. Thos Gregory. Riskowitz. Saul. Caraway. Alex. Hughes. Lysander. Houston. Dawn. Crew dead 4. Incident report. 3 p.m. today during a scheduled transfer from the from the Land Research Base to Diving Bell W95, an explosive decompression incident occurred. Crew members Raskowitz, Caraway, Hughes, and Houston had earlier been ordered to staff the diving bell for the purposes of a research expedition into mechanical failure. That's not good. Anyway, into the Redwater Crevice, during which they would collect samples and photographs of the flora, fauna, and minerals found in those depths. All 4 base members were in the umbilical connecting the land base to the diving bell when one of them... Oh yeah, mechanical failure. When one of the... Oh, am I supposed to hide now, maybe? Yeah. When one of the automatic pressure regulation mechanisms fails, this mechanism, which normally equalizes the pressure in the umbilical with the water pressure outside, had to be manually overridden by crew member Thos, base contact for the research crew. When prompted to complete the manual override... Oh no! Proximity warning, anomaly size 200 meters. It's pretty fucking huge. This isn't my fault. This isn't my fault. God damn it. This isn't my fault. This isn't my fault. It's not my fault. I just couldn't. I didn't. Okay. December 23rd, 1993. This is the next day's report. Yeah, I am kind of interested in Dread. It's one of the, like, I don't know, like, I like silly, creepypasta stuff, even if it's bad. I think, like, bad horror is, at least passable, right? Base state is critical. Report. Would like to apologize for breach of professionalism in yesterday's report. As team leader, any failures on my shoulders. Rescued, I will cooperate with the company prosecution to fullest extent. I'm beginning to worry, however, that there will be no chance to prosecute me. Rescue possibilities are growing slim. Growing slimmer, the incident yesterday seems to have affected the ocean floor. I think some kind of tectonic shift, destabilizing the base. The facility is holding together, but electrical and mechanical difficulties. Log update. Basically barely holding together. I've got to go to heating. The ocean depths will be the least of my problems. Ooh! We're going home by now. Well, guess whining won't fix the heat. Ah! Okay. More pills. These are my anti-anxiety supplements. Sample collection. Pressure suit required. Sure. Look at the old samples. Wow! I like that. Maybe this is a game we save for tomorrow. Ooh, I feel like I didn't do this justice. I thought it was gonna be a okay. That is not how a human being crouches. How the fuck small did I become? Also, I can jump like this. I'm a god. Okay, well, I kind of like ran through that a little fast, perhaps. I was expecting this to be a bit of a shitter, but we might be on some fun here. Yes, and I agree, Fox. The journey itself is fun and amazing. Push on the knee level when you crouch. So I'm the only person left alive. 8 pills to reduce your anxiety. Save those for when I really need them. Interesting. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this one now. Let's return to the terminal. Disassociate, please. Yes, this seems fun though. I think there could be something fun here, but I can't promise. Could be a shitter and it could be very short. But what? Fuck.
Whoa! Hey, you did it! Oh my God! Congratulations!
Huh?
You win. you won. You played all the spooky tapes, and now your brain is it's as hard as diamonds. And now you can stop. You're done. That's it. There's nothing more to see. The end. Just close your eyes and drift away. Yeah, we're all done here. You're all cured. Goodbye, cognitivirus. You know what? You're welcome.
Cool. I don't know about this, boys. Where all the face is scratched up.
I am so proud of you.
You didn't finish the other one? The game doesn't know that. Nice. Cool. Well, we're gonna. Sorry, it was a bit of an odd ending there, but we are going to try and finish that episode, that game tomorrow. I'm very curious about that. But yeah, take it easy, folks. I will see you then. Peace.